Hi everyone, my name is Victor and I'm one of the authors of Technique.com. Today, I'm going to show you how to add a secondary IP address on a Linux system. Adding a secondary IP to a NIC can be done in many ways, and one of the very old ways of doing this is by creating a virtual NIC, which is a slave NIC from the original NIC, which is the master NIC. However, using this method is becoming obsolete and not recommended anymore, but still works anyways. Hence why in this lesson, I will show you the different methods of adding a secondary IP to a network card, and I'm also going to show you the right methods to use. In addition, you will know the advantages of using some methods over others. Alright, so let's get started with the first method, which is by editing the NIC configuration file. This method of adding a secondary IP to a NIC is a replacement of the old method of creating a slave NIC from the master NIC. So for example, to add a secondary IP address of this, for example, the first step to take is to edit the NIC configuration file. So let's do that. All right, so you can see the first which IP address, which is the primary IP address. So we can just add 0 here if you wish. And then you have the secondary IP address. This should be 1. After 0 is 1. And then you had the IP. Followed by the prefix. Alright, so you save the file. The next thing to do is to bring down the NIC or the connection. Alright, so you bring it up again. That's you're just restarting the network configuration file. So let's verify the secondary IP address. Okay, so we don't have it yet. What could be the reason? Let's restart network manager. So let's verify again. We don't still have it. Okay, let me do this. Okay, so now we have the secondary IP address. So we have two IP addresses here, which is the primary IP address and the secondary IP address. So let's look at the second method of adding a secondary IP address to a NIC in Linux. The second method is by adding a connection. All right. In one of our previous videos, I said I was going to show you how to add a connection. All right. So we're just going to look at how to do this right now. And this second method of adding a secondary IP to a NIC is also a replacement of the old way of creating a slave NIC from the original NIC. All right. So it involves adding a connection to a NIC, and a connection can be added using the NMCLI or the NMTUI utility. And one advantage of using this method, but we're going to see the advantage after we do the configuration. Okay, and in one of the previous videos too, I explained what a connection is, which is the network properties, right? You have and you define on the NIC. All right, so let's look at the ways we can add a connection. The first step using the NMCLI utility is to run the command. Let me just clear the screen. So if I want the connection name to be Victor, I add Victor. All right, so NMCLI connection, add connection name, Victor, okay, followed by if name. That's on the device ENS33 rather, then the type is Ethernet IP4, followed by the IP address. So, oops, what is the error we're having here? Oh, okay, the IP address. All right, so you can see that the connection has been successfully added. So let's verify the connection in the config file. So you can see the connection here. All right. By running the command nmcli connection show, you can also verify a connection. So you can see a connection name. This is active and it is on this ENS33 device. All right. The connection vector is not active. All right. And to make it active, to make the connection vector active, all you need to do is to just do nmcli connection up vector. All right, so if you run this command again, you can see that the connection vector is now active. And when you do IP-A, you see that you have the IP on the connection vector working. So you can see the advantage of using this method because you don't have to necessarily use the two IPs together all at once. Okay, you can always toggle between one IP and the other by just bringing down a connection and bringing up the connection or the connection of the IP you want to use. So if I want to use the connection ENSS3 back, so all I have to do is to bring it up, right? By using the same command ENS33. Okay, so let's verify the IP. So you can see now that we have the connection vector up and we have the two IP addresses that we've already created when we looked at the first method. All right, so let us look at the third method of doing this. So the third method is by creating a slave NIC from a master NIC. All right, so like we said that this method is becoming obsolete and it is not recommended anymore. All right, so I'm not going to do a video for this, but if you wish to know how to use this method, you can just come to the website. All right, I have the steps here. I've done it. You just take these following steps to do that. And I'm going to be dropping the link to this website in the description section below. All right. So thank you for watching. And in the next lesson, we're going to look at how to temporarily create a secondary IP on a NIC for test and purposes. All right. So thank you and please subscribe to this channel. Bye for now.